All right, how we doing, YouTube? Another week down. Strom is back with another tour of my tower. So, I'll try not to forget the farm stats like I did last week. But here are the lifetime stats. Closing in on that 400 trill. So, progress is definitely moving there. And nothing notable as far as milestone pushes. I did try another tier 12 last night. I did pass out like around wave 3000, so I don't know if anything went wrong necessarily. I mean, outside of passing out, I didn't swap any cards off. That's definitely an issue. And then this morning when I woke up, I was still tired and also not fully awake, but I did get a 184 in tier 15. I was trying to see if I could get close to 300. So I might just try and push tier 14 just to see how far that'll go because it's very short. But I'll retry 15 just to like actually micromanage it, actually get demon mode going and all that. But other than that, nothing crazy has happened as far as milestone pushing. And I will pop up the farm stats on the screen here. So yeah, last night, and then the evening of the 3rd, I believe, I also attempted, or no, the evening of the 3rd, I just straight up passed out after work, so I didn't start an overnight. But yeah, so those are my missing runs. That's why there's no overnights. But yeah, coin gain is definitely going up a bit more consistent. I'm not sure why I got a new wave PB last night at the expense of coins. Nothing was different, but I will definitely take it. So, I mean, 6.3, 6.6, 6.5 trillion. Overall, making my income a little over 12, 13 trill a day. So we'll keep making the incremental gains there. Damage is definitely going up as far as tournaments, which I will we'll get into that now. Results, not so much. Yeah, I did have one rougher bracket that put me at 15th, but I mean, I'm nothing if not consistent, right? Like pretty consistently, like I'll get a 15, 14 sometimes, but mostly 10 to 13. And that's still true this week. So we'll see what tomorrow's tournament brings. And I'll actually jump to the ultimate weapons first, just to kind of comment on it. So I did. Oh, sorry, these are Dimension Core stats. We'll swap that over real quick. Oops. So this is what Chain Lightning is looking like now. With 4 quant, 14 chance, pretty decent damage. I think I did 2 or 3 clicks into that. I think it was just 2 clicks. And then I did a couple of dumps into Spotlight here just for the bonus damage. It helps me melt elites for the most part during tournaments, so I don't have to worry if they pop up at all. Scatters would occasionally be an issue with the higher waves for me, but now they just, even without the scatter amplification, I don't have that lab unlocked yet, but even with that, like they just melt. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's really just like bosses going through or ranged ultimate, things like that at the higher waves, and then eventually the wall breaks, proc second wind, proc deepen mode, and then I just wait to die. So I don't know if continuing to dump a little more into Chain Lightning is going to pay back or not. Because there's a part of me that thinks, okay, if I start lowering, Golden Tower, Black Hole, Death Wave to 3 minutes, that's something to consider. I'm still using Galaxy Compressor, so my mind is kind of all over the place on that. Like, I'm not in sync with Goldbot at all. But it's something where maybe the singularity harness could sync up with everything. Now that I would have a consistent sync point with them, I'm not sure. Or I can keep dumping into chain lightning because it is the cheapest damage boost, and I need damage to obviously keep killing things. So I'll kind of keep sitting on that, but we'll get back to all the other goodies here. So we got the new event, and I've already got my stone click. We've got the themes already taken care of. The Sunset River, I think, is gorgeous. I'm just even naturally, I'm a sucker for sunsets and just nice views. So for me, this is great. The fisherman skin is whatever to me. It's coins. And I've got the hook. I will, against my better will, I will buy the fish at some point. But when I initially did all these purchases, it left me with one medal left. So I'm very happy that all worked out. And our Goldbot, very happy to report, range has finally been gold boxed. So now I'm going to be splitting my medals between duration and bonus. Because, the Goldenbot lab the Goldenbot duration lab is getting up there in price and time for sure. So I think I'll start dumping some stones into that every so often between bonus clicks. And then as I start considering these different sync points that I want to get my econ ultimate weapons with, that'll be the last thing that I really consider. Long story short, so Goldbot's definitely going to be putting in more work. I'm very happy about that. And then the relics for this event, I mean, Uncle Fudds is going crazy with the Defense Absolute this event. So I think whatever's coming in V27, they have some Defense Absolute planned. I think that's going to be one of the surprise things. Maybe I'm wrong, but he did drop that cryptic teaser about it like a couple months ago, so we'll see how that all works out. And a guild shop. As usual, just everything's already taken care of. Oh, I guess I can get this first purchase of bits. But yeah, it'll take the rest of the week into next week to get rid of that. And everything else, like I mentioned last time, is taken care of. So that's great. I switched over to Nira for my girlfriend said, "Oh, you should take the dragon." And then I'll swap between that and the cat because my daughter likes Muse, my girlfriend likes the dragon, so I gotta swap between them both to make them happy. Since they both are very invested in my McShooter game, as they call it. All right, so into the workshop we go. Workshop-wise, the only thing that has changed is level skip. I dumped like 11 points or so just to make it even on here. So we're up to 269 on attack level skip. Have not touched health level skip in quite a bit. So I'll eventually get back on track with that. I mean, these are health levels relatively cheap for me, so I'm actually curious what I could get with. I'm like almost tempted just so that this gold boxes my level skips faster in tournament runs. I don't know. It's not like a huge investment, given that that's like a third of my farm runs at this point. But And then again, here's the ultimate weapons. I do have some core bonuses on these, so the death wave quantity, it's only one click actually, just stuff like that. But GT bonus is slowly climbing. I think I might want to put a couple more clicks into duration just so that on top of the perk for Black Hole, I always like keeping GT up for a little bit because any of the shotguns that hit me afterwards, I can still at least get the GT bonus with it. It's kind of my logic with that. So I think like a couple more clicks definitely wouldn't hurt. Definitely just a general econ boost, of course. So I might take a look at that. I do want to get the third quantity of spotlight. Just a lot of things that I want to do and not enough stones to go around. So, and the enhancements. So we've got damage and crit all synced up. Be what, 15, almost 16 trill for these to all sync up on the next one. Wall health I boosted up again a little bit more. Health and regen, I believe I also got a click in those from the last video. And I was almost going to get the other coin because I had like 25 trill saved up, and I thought, oh, it's like 22 trillion. Nope, it's 30 trillion. So I put that into cells and then the rest into the defense enhancements. So I'm considering also if this is worthwhile. I mean, it'll help in tournaments, obviously, just getting some other stuff consistently more gold box a bit faster, I suppose. More procs of free ups. So something I'm thinking about. And then, yeah, cash bonus is still untouched. But it's a nice boost for project funding, definitely. So that's where I've got my enhancements at. And the cards. So to nobody's surprise, they're all the same. Here's just where the epics are at. Okay, we got a couple approaching level 6 now. And then we got Wave Accelerator, and of course Berserker's the one just running away with with things right now. So we're just under, I believe, I haven't input these new ones yet because it was just this morning that I pulled them, but I believe it's around like 7,000 gems or so left for this. So after the next event, when I do that mission, that'll put me pretty close to 5,000. I think what I'll do is I'll probably dump 600, maybe 1,000 a week into it on top of the card event, and then everything else just continues to go into modules. Something to that effect. Still heavy priority on the modules, but the sooner I can get it out of the way, the more I can just dump everything into modules, is how I'm going to look at it. And I don't need a new slot, but okay, I just wanted to see 3,500 for the next one. I might save up after cards are maxed and get one more slot, maybe, but I really just want to keep getting the bonuses going for modules. That's the biggest thing. So in the past week, nothing really has been gained from my pulls. Just a bunch of fodder. I think last video is when I pulled the shrink ray, so yeah, nothing's doing here. But let's just do 3 quick pulls, see if we get anything. Come on. I would love a galaxy compressor. I would love to know that it's real. It is not. Okay, I figured as much. And yeah, so I'll try again later. We will see. I'm really hoping we get a module merge mission this event, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I don't know why. We've had nuke and demon mode, how many events in a row now, but no merge mission. I think that's kind of wild. But all right, my favorite part of the labs. So I'll pop up the history real quick. As fast as the emulator will let me. So pretty much everything you guys see on screen here: crit factor damage, GT bonus, recovery package. Oh yeah, I snuck in a demon mode just to make the mission a little bit easier on myself. Lab speed, obviously. Pretty much all that I've been working on the past week. So, and then there's the last video. So overall, just relatively short burst gains. So far, what my plan is, it's about a day per level on damage and crit factor, so I think I'll keep these until 60. I think that's a good stopping point for now. Lab speed is obviously going to keep going. And then I'm using my second 4x right now on recovery package chance. I just want to get this out of the way. It's just a minor boost to make Galaxy Compressor proc every so often a bit more. Kind of how I'm entertaining the idea anyway. And then because of the past 2 nights with passing out, I've been a little off sync with how I like to personally have my 24-hour timers. So I'm gonna have to 8-hour these and then monitor them throughout the night so that I can get it to the time that I want. And that way I'm a little bit short on cells right now anyway, so that'll at least let me get a run in so that I can get my my 2 4x's back into sync, hopefully. So this will finish sometime tomorrow, which I'm thankful for. I'm going to stop GT bonus at 20 here, just because, again, I know it's very marginal gains. I'm going to swap between this and coins per kill every so often. And initially I thought, oh, what if I have GT bonus and coins per kill going once this is maxed? But I think what I'm going to actually do, I have like currently 2 ideas, maybe 3 that I'm kind of mulling about in my brain right now. Module shard cost is really not that long of a lab to max out. So I was thinking, oh, when recovery chance finishes, why not just throw in module shard cost? That's like 3, almost 4 weeks, I believe, to max out. So I was thinking, yeah, just slot that in. It's a cheap, quick lab. They'll help your modules grow even more, which, in my opinion, is a pretty good return on investment. And then the other side of me was like, oh, well, there is EHP stuff that you could be doing. Like, there's health. I mean, I think health is already quite high. Maybe a bit more regen would be useful just to kind of mesh together with the wall regen. I'm not sure. And then I even thought of like another couple levels, like no more than 2 to 5 levels max on wall regen and wall. I don't even know what's the name of it. The expensive one, wall fort. It's like maybe taking this to 30. I don't know. I don't think it's that important. Like 20 and 30 on these, maybe. I feel like that's already too high. I mean, especially because I already maxed out wall health. That makes some people cringe. But I know I'm gonna have to improve some sides of the EHP. Like, I am focusing on the damage part, kind of trying to, press that hybrid for tournaments a bit more. But yeah, there's just a lot I feel like I could be doing. I think the module shard cost is a really good long-term thing, because it's always nice when I get a couple levels done. I do the restored levels on my mods, and I end up gaining, even if it's just 1 level, it might be 1 level, it might be 2 to 3 levels. That's always just a nice little gain, because I am getting closer to 141. It's going to be another stat that I'm going to have to worry about. So, I don't know. But that's kind of where I'm at with things. Again, Goldbot duration is, I mean, 2.5 trill is not that expensive for me. It's a long lab time for a half a second. So I do obviously want to max it out eventually. So it's something that I will throw in every so often, just like GT bonus, coins per kill. So for now, it's going to remain up there. But yeah, my head is just throwing a million different things around. And since level 20 is almost done, we'll take that off the favorites, since that is all done now. Attack speed, again, maybe put that back in to get it to like 75. Just kind of keep piecemealing it up. Obviously, the logic would be more bullets, more chances to proc chain lightning. But other than that, for now, I really I think that's for the most part where my labs are gonna be for a bit. I'm very stubborn about lab speed going to max. Maybe I stop it at 90 if there's other stuff for me to work on. I don't know, but I really just want to max it out. It's that long term investment. Yeah, it doesn't have the best ROI or whatever. I know people talk about that a lot, but I plan to play this game for quite a bit, and lap times being cheaper always makes me happy, so we will see. Um, but yeah, I'm saving my real shards, 300k, so I think. Yeah, I mean, I got the core stuff on Shark Fortitude, so I'm not worried about this fourth line. Um, I don't know if like another orb or something, It's only, 16 more levels, so we will see. And I think that covers just about everything. Got more gems, of course, so another mod poll is coming soon. A reset tonight, I will get more of these guys, and yeah, should be it for the week, guys. Kept it just about 20 minutes, so I appreciate you guys as always for watching to the end. Appreciate you guys' comments, your support, your likes, viewership, all that. Not the YouTuber to ask for like comment subs and all that stuff. So just the fact that you guys do it organically, I appreciate you all very, very much. I hope you guys have a great day, a great evening, wherever you may be. Take care, and I'll see you next week.